Hello, my name is Grumpy. Grumpy eye. Grumpy. Grumpy eye. Grumpy. Grumpy eye. Grumpy.
So, they released a roadmap roundup. Sure, let me see. Oh my god, they did. Okay, let's read out the roadmap roundup first. Release view. Following cars have passed their final review for Alpha 3.18. The patch of all patches. Therefore, we're changing their status to committed. Drake Vulture. Cargo system refactor. Okay, time trial race missions. Sure. Persistent entity streaming. Implementation of the persistent entity streaming core technology into Star Citizen, making use of services such as the entity graph and replication layer. Okay, so they're not saying anything new. Gen 12 scene renderer. Nice. I mean, we knew all of this, so I guess they're not tentative anymore. They're like committed now. But like committed doesn't really mean that it's gonna happen. Sometimes they just like pull it out for no fucking reason. So yeah, that's good. Okay, let's read out the Q&A for the RSI Galaxy, and let's try to understand it. I did read like a bit, and some things got me a bit angry, but like the whole fucking thing gets me angry, honestly, because like modularity in Star Citizen, after I don't know how many fucking ships we have announced and currently in the game that are not modular, but they're supposed to be. And for some of them, they're just like released variants instead of doing modularity. But yeah, committed doesn't mean functional. Yeah. So, if I don't have any modules, is the center of the ship just an empty room, or does the Galaxy come with a stock module? Further, is the void full or empty? And can I put stuff in there? If you have no module, the Galaxy has an empty void area with a shell to keep the hull airtight. Okay. Allowing you to traverse from the hangar to the rest of the ship, as it's simply an empty space. You could put stuff in there with a lack of cargo plates. Okay, so you can use it for like as a cargo bay, but they're not going to be attached to the grid. It will be subject to all the normal risks of unsecured cargo. Like, we still don't have fucking cargo refactors, so we don't know how that's gonna work. Like, this is still just like talking about the future, basically. The Galaxy does not come with a stock module for two reasons. Because money. Oh no. Okay, firstly, we want players to pick their initial module rather than be saddled with whatever would be the base plus the one that they want. I mean, yeah, okay, firstly, money. Secondly, these modules will take up physical space in an inventory like all compound. What? The modules will take up space in an inventory like all components. So they're gonna be physicalized like physicalized under quotations. Like I don't know, paints and stuff like that, and components, which is super weird because the module is fucking huge. It's gonna take all the space in your station. Like, how the fuck are you gonna transport it? Therefore, if every ship came with a module that players didn't necessarily want, it would unfairly penalize them. All right, sure. I mean, if there was a way to get inside of it from the outside, that could be a really good like hangar. But I guess you can't do it. My opinion, don't buy it. My opinion, I already talked about it, honestly, on the RSI Galaxy. Like, I'm not gonna talk about the ship as a ship right now, because there's no point, because we don't have modularity. We have fucking at least 10 ships that are supposed to be modular but are not. Carrack, Caterpillar, Kari, Avenger series, Redeemer, Retaliator, A90 Jump, Connie Phoenix, and I can't remember the rest. But yeah, they are supposed to be modular too. Like some of them are supposed to be modular to a degree. So for example, in the Connie Phoenix, the module was you either have a jacuzzi or you have a fucking, what's it called, a piano. Like it's stupid, I know, but it's, I don't know, some kind of modularity, I guess. In the Caterpillar, like all of the pods, all of the cargo pods were supposed to be modular. You should be able to like use it for whatever. But yeah, that's not a thing. So we're waiting on modularity for fucking ever. And like if we look at this from a perspective of a new ship, if we had modularity in the game and if we knew that it's gonna work like it's supposed to, I like the design. I like that all the RSI ships basically look like Star Destroyers from Star Wars. I like that like pointy arrow design, but I don't know. I don't really. I mean, let's read out the Q&A and then maybe we will understand more, because I don't really understand the the refinery module, because it doesn't really makes sense. It doesn't like it doesn't look like it's gonna be much better than the Expanse. But yeah, let's see. What is involved with changing out the modules? For example, how long will it take? Where can it be done? And can we change modules on the fly, or do we have to transport all modules to one location first, like other ship components? Due to their size, the modules need to be swapped out at a location capable of that type of work, such as Cousin Crow's shops. Dude, like, I nailed it. I said that we will be only able to swap out the modules at Cousin Crow's. I knew it. So you will need to go to Crusader, basically. And will require the ship to be there for a period of time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Exact timings are still to be determined, but due to the relative ease of access, remove lower cap, then exchange module. This should not be a lengthy operation, providing all the required parts are at that location. So basically you get your ship there, you get your modules there, and then, like, I don't know, transfer them in a way somehow, and then basically it's a respawn timer for the ship. Hey, Evgeny. Can the Galaxy modules be dropped off planet side to create a temporary base of operations? Of course not. No. The modules themselves require power and cooling from the ship itself. I mean, yeah, this was... I would expect this, because, like, they want to sell plots and what's it called? Pioneers and all that shit. So yeah. In addition, they're installed with a covering cap to lock them into place, which would need removing first. We're probably never gonna see the locking caps and remove the lower cap to exchange the module. We're probably never gonna see that or do it ourselves. They're just like making shit up, but okay. Will there be any medical equipment in the non-modular section of the ship? No, that's why they're selling the module. There is no onboard medical equipment, such as a medbed outside of the medical module. To be expected, honestly. The Galaxy doesn't feel... No, the Galaxy doesn't seem to be well shielded, having just one large shield, and now this got me a bit frustrated and pissed off. How does the ship compensate for that? Meaning, will it be fast or will it be heavily armored? This is a part of a long-term relook at how not just shields but all components function across our ships. Let's continue. Expect to see more updates on this in the new year, along with further information on what ships are having alterations to their loadouts to accommodate it. In short, the Galaxy will be well shielded for its size, as the role of the size 3 or large shields will be significantly different to size 2 or medium ones, and a lot of ships will find themselves with either fewer larger items or more than 2 smaller items to help provide greater gameplay depth. So they're reworking the fucking ships again. This game will never be finished. This game will never be fucking released, honestly. They have no idea what, like, they have no idea what they're doing. Now they're changing the fucking role of the size 3 and size 2 shields. And then they will need to balance shit. Therefore, it means that some ships are gonna have, I don't know, shields that are gonna be too good, like the Redeemer, because the Redeemer is such a small ship and it's currently too fucking good. It's small, but it has 2 size 3 shields. And if the large shields or the size 3 shields get better or get buffed in the future, it only means that, like, the Redeemer is gonna be even fucking better. So they will need to take out the shield. Therefore, they will need to change the layout of the ship, like inside of the ship, because, like, the components need to be physicalized inside. So they're gonna take out 1 size 3 and maybe leave 1, or maybe have 2 size 2s or whatever. And then, like, fuck me, like, my brain fucking hurts. That only means that they will need to change the physicalized components in some inside certain ships. And in the end, I'm not sure that the Connie is gonna get a size 3, because, like, the Connie currently has a size 3, but it's like the Galaxy is twice as large as the Connie, so yeah. Yet they just throw ballistics with no armor. Yep. Hey, Serpent. So I don't fucking understand this. I don't like it, but whatever. What is under the bridge? It's just cool looking visual design with no intended gameplay or functionality. Okay. Can we get an explanation of what the 2 rooms on the first floor at the very front of the Galaxy are? Okay, so we gotta open Star Citizen channel. We gotta find how the Galaxy looks like now. Okay, so the question was, can we get an explanation of what the 2 rooms on the first floor at the very front of the Galaxy are? So he's probably talking about these 2 rooms that are separated. No, this is probably just like a door, but it's huge. So they said on the upper deck, the front 2 rooms behind the bridge, okay, we saw that, are for the crew and for the crew lift and the docking collar. We saw that. That's the other. Where is it? That's this, basically. These 2 rooms. And on the lower deck, the forward room is for components, and the one further rearward is the crew locker suit room for the existing for exiting the vehicle via the lifts. So I guess this is the crew locker here, and this is the component room. Okay. Fine. Sounds like the shields won't matter anyways with the upcoming ballistic meta takes center stage. I mean, I think that the ballistics are going to be the meta for one patch, and then they're going to change it back to something else. And then they're going to say that they need to rebalance it. Are any of the turrets pilot control? What? Are any of the turrets, okay, pilot controlled? If not, does the pilot have any other weapons available to use? I have a video for you. Somebody linked it in my community channel. It's fucking amazing. It's basically how you do AI blades in Star Citizen without having AI blades. The pilot only has access to the missiles, of course. The turrets are controlled by the crew. It's really lacking in firepower. It has like 3 turrets with like 2 size 5 weapons on them. It's not that good. Okay, so this is important. How does the refinery module compare to the MISC Expanse's ability to run 6 separate refining jobs simultaneously? And does the module have any storage for refined ore on its own? So when I saw the refinery, I was like, well, you have 64 SUs in the back, and that's not enough for, like, that's like two prospectors worth. That's not that good. Like, the Expanse can store and have more. But yeah, let's see. The Galaxy Refinery module has both storage for raw and refined materials, okay, outside of just saddleback storage like the Expanse, as well as 2 reactors that are much larger than the Expanses. So while it can run fewer simultaneous jobs, it can process much larger quantities per job and store them after. But store them where, though? And how many SUs can it store? That's the question, because 64 SUs, like the mole has 96 SUs, and if you, I don't know, drop like the cargo from the mole and try to refine it here, where the fuck are you gonna store it? Like how much storage does the refinery have? I don't understand it. Can the Galaxy refuel its quantum tank somehow from the refined quantum it has created in the refinery module? There is no direct connection to the quantum tanks from the refineries, unlike the MISC Odyssey. Well, yeah, but like the MISC Odyssey can't just refine quantum tanks, can't refine fucking quantanium to sell it. It can only refine it for itself. So it's like, why would you even mention this? So any refined quantanium by the RSI Galaxy is for sale or trade rather than automatic refilling of its own tanks. Okay. I mean, if you're going on a like mining expedition for a while, I guess you're gonna have to have like a starfarer close to you just to refuel you. But yeah. Can the Galaxy refuel its quantum tank? Okay, we just talked about this. Never mind, grumpy. The Galaxy promotion website states an after deck that serves as a dedicated hangar or sizable cargo hold. Does this mean that this entire after deck area is a cargo grid of 64 SUs or just the size of it? Can we transport either 64 SUs or an extra small ship in the after deck? Or can we transport both at the same time? The 64 SU cargo grids are 2x32 grids, whatever, spaced at the edge of the hangar and do not interfere with the hangar metrics, allowing both extra small ship and 64 SUs to be stored simultaneously. Okay, let's go. I like this. Can the cargo module be used as an improvised hangar? I mean, no, they're not gonna let you do that. Can the cargo module be used as an improvised hangar? And can one use a tractor beam to pull the Trumbull Nova or Atlas platform vehicles into the cargo module? If you can fit the vehicle either through the door to the hangar or up the lift, then this is perfectly possible, but not intended. The cargo lift is capable of loading 2 32 SU containers at a time, so vehicles up to and including the RSI Ursa will comfortably fit. I think the 32 SU containers that you can find on the raft, on the back of the raft, are a bit bigger than the RSI Ursa rover. Like, they're not taller, but they're narrower. But I think they're just like a bit larger. What can you tell us about the Galaxy's maneuverability or speed capabilities compared to the Carrack in the Constellation? Due to the Galaxy's size, expected to be closer to the Carrack in terms of maneuverability and speed than to the Constellation. Yet, it doesn't really have that many weapons to defend itself. Alright. Does the hangar have refuel or repair capabilities? The Galaxy has no inbuilt systems to refuel or repair, so would rely on players to bring the tools and equipment to do so. Alright. Oh my god, this is a long one. What size ships can we fit in a Galaxy's rear hangar? I mean, we know that it's a extra small. That's like a Pisces size or cargo size or Merlin size. So I don't know why this is such a huge fucking answer, but okay. For example, will a MISC Prospector fit there? Does the rear hangar have a ramp or a lift for ground vehicles? Or can ground vehicles only be used with modular lifts? Imagine them selling lift modules. That would be amazing, right? The rear hangar is an extra small hangar, and as such is not capable of fitting a MISC Prospector. However, the refinery module is fully compatible with the Prospector and Argomol's cargo saddlebags. Yeah, we saw that in the picture. Where is that? Yeah, here. So you're gonna have a tractor beam that's gonna pull up the saddlebags so you can refine them. So they can still offload their materials to be refined. Yeah, okay. The rear hangar does not have a ramp, as a ramp at the required angle would extend the ship's footprint beyond its designed hangar metric, denying it the use of certain landing pads and facilities. Another lift in the rear would have minimal clearance for loading compared to the central module lifts. Therefore, only the central area is compatible with ground vehicles by design. Okay. But, like, where the fuck are we gonna store shit? Like, there's supposed to be a lift here somewhere, but, like, where are we gonna store that Ursa Rover-sized vehicle? I don't understand it, but okay. To try and clear up some of the confusion that exists with hangar sizing, we have the extra small, the small, medium, large, and extra large hangar metrics, sometimes referred to sizes 1 to 6, after the fallback XML value. A ship must fit entirely within one of those sizes to spawn. However, we do not have all hangar sizes. However, Jesus Christ, we do not have all the hangar sizes at all locations. For example, the smallest hangar at most space stations and landing zones is small, so any extra small or extra small ships spawn in there instead. Okay, I mean, we know that. Landing pads at places like Port Olisar and planetary outposts go down to extra small. Examples of ships that fit the extra small metrics are Anvil Pisces, Argo Cargo, MISC Razor, Origin 85X, Origin M50, Merlin. I guess there's more, but I can't really remember. But yeah, like, after reading all this out, I do not have a higher opinion of the Galaxy at all. Like, as I said, I like the looks. I have no idea where the elevator is going to be for the Ursa rover or the 32 SUs of cargo. I guess maybe in the back, right? Maybe we're going to get like a... I have no fucking idea. Maybe it's going to be here somewhere in the back and that's it. But it's really weird, and them not telling us like how many SUs of cargo the refinery module has on its own is just fucking weird. And them not telling us when we're gonna get modularity is even weirder. But yeah. Okay, let me read out the chat for a second. If it could fit a Prospector, I would be all over it. Yeah, that would be really good. But you know what can fit a Prospector at an Expanse and maybe a Vulture? The Liberator. And it has 500 SUs of cargo on the lower deck, but also if you do not have anything in the lower deck, then you can have even more cargo inside. So, big brain.